Another thing that people ask me is kind of when they're in a relationship themselves and they're like, he wants to do this, I don't want to. And relationships are all about compromise. Take that sexually if you want, I don't know. Relationships are all about compromise at the end of the day. So if you can find a middle ground, find the middle ground. I can only think of a sexual one where someone wants to do something and the other person doesn't. I'm not gonna name names, but they know who they are. One of my best friends, like her boyfriend always joked about doing anal. I've lowered the tone, haven't I? And she was like, no, it's not happening. And he was like, oh, I'll make it happen. Whoa, would you want... I nearly said a name. And I just went, would you want her to do it to you? And he's like, what? And I was like, would you want her to do anal to you? And he's like, well, she hasn't got a dick. And I was like, well, you can buy dicks in shops, to be fair, mate. And to which everyone around us laughed. That's one of my best lines ever. He was like, no, I wouldn't. And I was like, well, don't try and force her into doing it either. That would be a compromise. If you want to do it to me, I'll do it to you, kind of thing. And if they say no, then obviously you clearly don't want to do it that badly then. You just want lad points. I can't believe I lowered the tone that much. Jesus. I had a good running of being normal. I suck at this. This is why I don't get why people want relationship advice of me. I'm useless. Compromise. Find middle ground. If not, go, oh, well, I'll try this one time if you try this with me next time. And if they're not willing to do that, personally, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Like, you know, it's unfair if they force you to do something you don't want to do. Like go-karting. I don't know why I said that, I quite like go-karting. If you don't want to go go-karting and they want to go go-karting, and you go, oh, well, I really wanted to go get my nails did. That's really cliche. Well, if I go go-karting with you this time, why don't you come get your nails done with me the next time I get mine done? If they say no, I'll be like, well, I'm not going go-karting and this relationship is terminated. Or, you know, do you really like me? Because if they really liked you, they'd be willing to compromise. That is my thing. If they're just in it for the nookie sex time, oh my god, I'm so uncool. One of my friends always asks, how do I talk to a girl? And I'm like, well, you talk to me. And he's like, yeah, but I don't like you like that. And I'm like, thanks. He'll know who he is if he watches this. Truthfully, the way you talk to a girl is like any other person. Talking to a girl you like, you talk to like any other girl you know. We're not alien. We're, you know, just talk to them up straight. One of those people like myself that likes to build up a friendship, then hopefully go into something more. Just, you know, chat with them. It's not that difficult. I don't understand not being able to talk to the person you like, because I've always been able to do that. We're not alien, girls aren't alien, equally boys aren't alien. Just chat to him, go, hey, if you like a guy and you're not friends with him, first of all, you're basing a relationship on looks more than likely, which is always a bad thing to do. It should always be on personality, because the second guy I was talking about, not gonna lie, isn't like the most naturally beautiful person. He's not. But the reason I fell for him was his personality. And a great quote from Doctor Who, I'm really paraphrasing this, it was from when Amy was talking about Rory. It goes along the lines of, you can meet the most beautiful person in the world, chat to them with 5 minutes and be bored out of your mind. You could meet a person and just go, they're alright, and chat with them and they're the most amazing person in the world, and then slowly they become their personality and they wear their personality on them, and that's what you see. And this is what happened with the second guy I was on about, is I saw his personality on him and that's what I fell for. Like, I don't care what he looked like. He could have been like, I was going to say Shrek then, but then all I've got is Shrek is life. A personality is a lot of things in relationships, and if you're like, oh, I like the way she looks, she could be a right fucking bitch. Equally, I like the way he looks, he could be a right wanker. You can't judge if you like someone on the way they look solely. And I think that's something that people need to realise from a very early age.